Boys, before this video starts, I just want to thank you all so much for 170,000 subscribers. Some of you guys might ask, Marin, weren't you at like 160k 4 days ago? And yes, I was actually at 160k 4 days ago, but things have been kind of crazy recently, so honestly, thank you all so much for the continued support. It puts a smile on my face, as you guys probably can tell. Thank you all so much. But with all of that being said though, in today's video, if we get 4,700 likes, I'll upload yet another video tomorrow as well. The first step to succeeding and popping off in endgame is simply marking the moving zone. So a lot of you guys are probably already doing this, but marking the moving zone will give you a better understanding of how far it is into the moving zone and also whether or not you have to rotate up or down a mountain. So go ahead and mark that zone. You can also mark the second moving zone, the third moving zone, the half in half zone. I would just recommend marking pretty much every zone you have the time to mark. It is a really good way to get a good understanding of where and how to rotate. The next step to popping off in endgame, and this is a step that everyone probably saw coming, and that is awareness. Awareness can be literally everything. It can be going up in a cone, listening to footsteps, hearing where people are shooting and everything. But what I would recommend you guys to do is to look around you for the 30 seconds you have in preparation before the moving zone and see where your opponents are, what side is the most contested of the moving zone, and what side is the most uncontested. With this information, you can easily get a much cheaper rotate, and by cheaper I mean using less mats compared to if you do not get the awareness to know where the players are actually placed around the map. So getting this information and awareness is incredibly crucial if you want to improve. Additionally, you also have to use your sound. It is something Benji Fishy is a master at, and I would recommend everyone that is looking to improve to check out his videos and learn how he plays endgame, because he's literally the best endgame player I have ever seen. He uses his audio and visual information to literally predict and foresee what is about to happen, and that is something that signifies an amazing player. Alrighty boys, so let's say you're chilling, you have marked the zone and you have gotten a lot of awareness, and you've also put up a little bit of a game plan in your brain of what you want to do right now. Unfortunately for a lot of people, this is where it starts getting hectic. But my first tip when you are starting to rotate on the moving zone is to be calm. Being hectic, stressed out, whatever, on a rotation is something you do not want to do. And that is not what us Marin TM viewers are going to do either. We are going to sit back, relax, and think about when we need our impact elimination and when we can focus on rotation. And that is the next tip. You've got to understand when you have to only, and I mean only, focus on rotation, and when you have to only focus on getting an impact elimination. Going for impact is something new players to the competitive scene are really bad at, and what you have to understand about getting impact eliminations, or refills rather, is that you should always do that with a little bit of mats. You do not want to start going for your impact eliminations with 0 materials. That is nearly impossible, because fighting someone with 0 mats is very much harder than fighting someone with 100 materials. If you have 100 mats, you can take a wall, you can take a stair, you can place a cone, you can do so much more with 100 mats. And if you don't get anything else out of this video than to go for impact eliminations with mats, you have at least learned something today, because that is something I see so many players do wrong, and that is going for impact eliminations too late. You want to plan out your endgame early and start maybe looking when you have around 250-300 mats, and then hard commit when you have around 100 mats to your impact elimination, or refill rather. In order to pop off in endgames, you usually have to go for a game-winning play, and a game-winning play is usually taking high ground. And taking high ground is something a lot of people can easily do, but holding the high ground is something a lot of people, including yours truly, is incredibly bad at. And the only way to really improve at holding high ground yourself is to play a lot of customs. So I would recommend everyone watching this video that are trying to become a professional player, hop into customs, try taking height when it feels natural for you to take it, and then practice that in customs. It doesn't have to be the best customs out there. You can play against whatever players. Just try taking high ground in every game. Have that as your mentality going into your game, that no matter how hard it is this game, I am going to take high ground. So I would recommend, once again, play customs, have fun, have the mentality that you're going to try to hold and take high ground in that endgame. Do that, everybody, and I swear to God, you are going to find yourself so much better when actually holding high in official tournaments as well. Lastly, in this video, I want to say that the secret to popping off in endgame is to have insane aim. And if you haven't yet watched my video on that, I would recommend you guys to do so. It is a good video on how to improve your aim, and I would recommend you to spend 5 minutes, watch that, and maybe take something out of it. It's something I've been improving on so much the last few months, and I couldn't recommend it more to anyone watching. With all of that being said, everybody, I hope you all learned something today. This was a video for the newer competitive players compared to the already quite experienced ones, because I feel like when I first started out with competitive Fortnite, I wish I knew more about the general basics of succeeding in an endgame scenario. So that will be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. My name is M1K3 everybody, and please go on to have a wonderful day for me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.